What's up everyone, Terraquake here, and welcome on back to the Pokemon Omega Ruby walkthrough, and look at that, we're right into cutscenes already. Yeah, this is right after booting up the game again, after you have become the champion, then defeated May on Route 103, and saw the cutscenes that we saw at the end of the last episode. We have now started up the game again, and we're getting a little cutscene at the Moss Deep City Space Center, because there is a, there was a meteor shower going on, which was kind of hinted at when you overheard your mom and Norman talking. But now apparently there's some other disaster, and Professor Cosmos is here. Remember, he's the guy that I think we had to save back by Fall Arbor Town. And apparently they've been monitoring a meteoroid up in the atmosphere, and all of a sudden it has changed its path, and it's on, it's on a collision course with the Hoenn region. So yeah, the entire region is at risk now, which that isn't good. Then we're gonna cut to a Team Magma Grunt up here at the Spear Pillar, or Sky Pillar, sorry, Spear Pillar is Sinnoh. They're gonna take off their uniform, and we're gonna learn a lot more about this person as the post-game progresses, but they're sort of hinting at some type of mission. She has a Whismur aside her, out of all Pokemon, which is kind of random. But yeah, what in the world is she about? What kind of mission does she have going on? Well, we'll figure all of that stuff out. Yeah, this is really the beginning of the post-game and the beginning of the Delta episode, which takes up, a good chunk of the post-game here in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I really do like, that they added this in the remakes. Makes the post-game so much better than regular Ruby and Sapphire. And now we are back in our bedroom. So team's looking all good once again, so that's cool, I guess. And we'll start to get a move on. But yeah, I really do like this post-game, and I don't know, I just feel like it always leaves you guessing what's going to happen next. So I'm really glad that we are covering it here in this walkthrough. So let's head on downstairs, because that's the only thing you can do right now. And there is Mom and Norman. Now, if you remember, they were planning on going to the watch party at the Moss Deep Space Center to watch the meteoroids and stuff. However, Norman's got to go back to the gym or something like that, so he's going to give you a pair of tickets so you can take you and your rival to that. But we're going to quickly find out that that doesn't really happen. So, Norman's gone. He was here for a solid 10 minutes probably, or something like that. But yeah, hope you guys are all having a good start to your week, a good Monday. Can't lie, the day I'm recording this video, I just don't feel the greatest, mainly because of my throat. I'm sure, do y'all know that feeling? You know when you swallow and it kind of hurts, and you're like, oh boy, here comes some type of sickness. That's where I'm at right now. I mean, that is just, dude, it is the worst feeling. It is legit the worst feeling, but yeah, hopefully y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyways, let's head outside, and we're gonna actually see this person. The person we just saw in the cutscene. So, they are going to introduce themselves as Zinnia. And so they were a former, either Team Aqua or Team Magma Grunt, depending on the game. And it turns out that she's kind of looking for keystones, Mega Evolution keystones. And she already went ahead and took the one from your rival's house. So let's go see what our rival's up to. Yeah, here's May. And someone apparently climbed through her window and took her keystone. That is definitely Zinnia. I mean, she was right outside. So, yeah, kind of strange what's going on here. Not sure why she needs, other people's keystones and stuff. But that is, yeah, it's a little weird. Anyways, let's move on to Route 101. Now, actually, I think first we want to quickly go back in our house and then go back outside, I think, in order to activate something. Let's see. Hey, look, there's an amulet coin from our mom. I'm pretty sure you can get that, ever since you, defeat your dad. But yeah, here we go. Head back in your house and then head back outside after you've spoken to your rival. And Professor Birch will be getting chased around again here on Route 101. It feels like we're starting the game all over again. And, I mean, you kind of are, sort of. It's a Shroomish, by the way, which is kind of funny because you can't find Shroomish on this route. But in the bag, you're actually now going to be able to choose between one of the 3 Johto starters. Look at that. We got Chikorita, Cyndaquil, and Totodile. Now, obviously, they're going to be level 5. I'm not going to use them on my team. So, because Totodile's my favorite, we're going to go ahead and select it real quick. But yeah, that's how you get one of the Johto starters. And I think you'll be able to do kind of this similar thing a little later on in the post game as well. But yeah, not really going to spend too much time nicknaming it or anything like that. But yeah, now you can get one of the Johto starters, so that is very cool. Just make sure, again, after you speak to the rival and their mom inside the house, you go back inside your own house and then head up to Route 101. As a matter of fact, it'll automatically cut there. Anyways, next, what you're going to want to do is head to Petalburg City, because we got some shenanigans going down here, not really involving Zinnia. Well, kind of. I don't know. We'll see. We need to go up towards Wally's house, though, because there's actually going to be a Team Magma or Team Aqua admin, you know, messing with Wally, trying to get the Keystone. But Wally doesn't even have his Keystone anymore, because guess who already took it? Zinnia already took his Keystone as well. So we're gonna get challenged to a battle here. Now, this is either going to be a Camerupt or Sharpedo. Same thing we've seen throughout the entire game. It shouldn't really be that difficult. But yeah, this post-game, it almost kind of feels like a wild goose chase or something. You're going to be really going around the whole region. And we're going to get a good bit done in this episode. You know, I was trying to figure out before I started recording what, you know, how much I wanted to cover today. And I think we're going to get all the way to, like, Moss Deep City, and then we'll pick it up in the next episode. But yeah, down goes the admin. Easy peasy, just like that. So, yeah, she's gonna head off, and then Wally's gonna tell you that his Keystone already got stolen. So that is, not good. Again, we don't know what Zinnia is doing. Hey, as long as we got our Mega Evolution Keystone, though, maybe we'll end up being, like, the only person in the region to have one. Anyways, you're gonna get something called an entry call on your Pokénav. This is apparently a hidden feature on it. And it's actually Steven calling you. I don't know if it's because, like, we can't be calling over regular telephone lines because we don't want this conversation being tracked or something like that. I have no idea why he's using this secret mode. But he also knows of this Zinnia person, so he asks you to meet you at the Devon Corporation in Rustboro City. So that is our next stop. Yeah, definitely make sure you have Fly during this post-game. It's going to make it just a lot easier to get around. If you don't have Fly, then, you know, you're going to be taking the long way to get to these places. By the way, I know we have another battle coming up, and I think we'll put Geico up there. I'm probably still underleveled compared to some of the battles we'll be doing in the post-game, but honestly, that's fine. I feel pretty good considering I was able to beat Steven. So, Steven is going to take you up to the second floor and talk with Mr. Stone, which, if you remember, we saw him way at the beginning of the game as well. Now, the Devon Corporation is actually working with the Moss Deep Space Center because they're trying to come up with a plan to you know, completely get rid of this asteroid that is coming towards the region. So we have that problem. We've got the problem of Zinnia taking people's Keystones. I mean, there's like 2 different issues going on right now. And so, yeah, apparently, as long as you say, I guess so, to his question, he's going to tell you the story about AZ and building the great weapon like 3,000 years ago. We learned all about that in Pokemon X and Y. But he's going to ask that you go to Granite Cave, because we need to find a meteorite shard. Apparently, they are going to need that in order to, you know, carry out their plan in diverting the asteroid that is literally on its way to the region. So, you know, it's kind of funny, though. If you, like, do all this and then you, like, don't play the game for a while, I mean, it's not like the meteorite ever hits the Hoenn region, so, you know, you can wait as long as you want to get this whole post-game mission done. But yeah, there we go. He mentions Granite Cave. And you're actually going to want to go to the same room where we saw Steven. He kind of mentions the big wall painting there. Yeah, if you remember after we beat the Dewford Town gym, we had to head back into that room. But definitely make sure you're fully healed going into this room, and you will see why in a bit. But yeah, Mr. Stone, I'm done talking to you for now, okay, man? I'm picking up what you're putting down. Let's get a move on. But yeah, as I said, you know, my throat's just not feeling the best today. I'm actually not streaming today, which really sucks because I want to, but it's not the, you know, not the smartest decision. It's only going to make my throat feel worse. Although I am recording like 2 walkthrough episodes, but those are a bit easier, you know, they're like 20-ish minutes or so. And I'm definitely going to be downing water throughout the day too. But yeah, no, that it just sucks. I mean, fortunately, I still have like over a week before I go back to college, because I wouldn't want to get sick right as I'm going back. I feel like that'd be even worse, because then I gotta still go to classes and everything. Ugh, that'd be terrible. Alright, before we get going through here, let me spray one of my 50 max repels that I have. And we will, yeah, we will head on down. So yeah, you remember it's this long little corridor. And inside, you're actually going to see Zinnia once again. Yep, there she is. And this time you're actually going to be battling her. So definitely keep that in mind. And right now, a notification popped up on my screen, so I can't control my game. There we go, it's back. But, yeah, this is why I said to be fully healed coming down here. She goes on about some stuff, and because I think she's trying to figure out her own way of diverting the asteroid. So maybe that's why she's trying to get people's keystones. I don't know this, you know, I don't know this whole storyline like the back of my hand. But yeah, she's gonna fight us, and no, she's not gonna use the Whismer, okay? She does actually have a pretty strong team. That is filled with dragon types. So if you have like ice or fairy types, then definitely use them against her. This is Tyrantrum, Rock and Dragon. It has Dragon Claw, Earthquake, Crunch, and Stone Edge. So yeah, there's gonna be, you'll learn why she uses all dragon types. It has something to do with kind of the family that, you know, she's been a part of, or something like that, or like the village. And yeah, these mons are pretty darn strong. And I missed Dual Chop. Okay, I guess, okay, and I like how she lands 2 Stone Edges. Why I missed Dual Chop. I mean, dude, Dual Chop is just, I mean, it's a, like, I'm sorry, but it's a sucky move, you know? Alright, let's try Grumpig here. Yeah, she's gonna have, level 55 and 57 Pokemon, so this is no, pushover by any means. However, we did beat Steven, so I feel pretty confident that we can beat her. Ooh, I did forget it has Crunch, though. Okay, that really sucks. Oh, wow, I lived on 1 hit point. Yo, I don't even have a Focus Sash or anything. That was just straight up 1 hit point. Let's go. Alright, so down goes Tyrantrum. And, yeah, I think she's not gonna Mega Evolve, thank goodness, even though she has 2 Mons that technically can Mega. Here comes Salamence, though. And I'm gonna try to start with, yeah, with Turbo, I guess. Salamence is her level 57 Pokemon. This thing has Dragon Claw, Fire Fang, Thunder Fang, and Crunch. So her team is all about attacking. She doesn't really have too many setup moves or anything like that. Okay, golly, I don't know what I want to do here. I think I'm gonna Shell Smash. I don't even know if we're living a Dragon Claw, I'll be honest. Okay, we are. And we got the burn. Okay, that's actually really nice. Granted, I'm Shell Smashing, so I'm not sure how much it matters. But I hope I outspeed here. I don't know, man. We're so unbelievably slow. I really am not sure. Let's just go for it. Why not? And no, we don't outspeed. I think I'm dead. I know we burned him. Okay, never mind. I'm not. I thought the, you know, defense drop would have been enough. Alright, so Rock Slide does a good amount of damage. And honestly, I'm better off just fully healing Magcargo at this point, because we could probably use him against her next Mon as well. Now, I just realized I need to stock up on healing items too. I mean, y'all saw how many healing items I burned through in the Elite Four and Champion. So yeah, before I continue in the post-game, definitely before the next episode, we're gonna make sure to stock up on more Hyper Potions. Alright, we'll take out the Salamence though, and that'll only leave Altar- he just crit. Okay, well, we lived. But wow. Yeah, crit was like the one thing that I was afraid of there. So yeah, Altaria's also Dragon and Flying. I'm gonna see if we outspeed. I kind of doubt it once again. This thing is 2 levels lower. Hey, we do outspeed. Alright, I'm probably not gonna kill, but that's fine. I'll take the damage anyways. Oh, we got a flinch. Huge flinch, baby. Huge flinch. Look at Magcargo, man. Putting in the work. See, I love when, like, some of my, you know, quote-unquote weaker Mons are able to, you know, put in that work and prove some people wrong. Anyways, for beating Zinnia, you're gonna get the Meteorite Shard, which is what you came here looking for. So yeah, Zinnia's kind of strange. She's, like, kind of helping you out, but kind of, like, also, you know, being a thorn in your plans as well. But yeah, she also notices the Meteorite in your bag, I'm pretty sure. And next up, you're going to be off to the Moss Deep Space Center. You're actually going to get another call from Steven, I believe. you know, using that whole secretive call method. So yeah, just because you beat Zinnia once doesn't mean, like, her plans have been absolutely foiled or anything. But yeah, he tells you to meet you back by the Moss Deep Space Center because they think they now have a plan to stop the asteroid. So let's go see what this plan's all about. Let's see if they're really onto something here. And I'm running my bike into a rock as we speak. But yeah, let's go talk to him. Man, my team really did get, or half my team got beat up during that fight. Yeah, remember Moss Deep City's way over on the far right. It's where we fought the 7th gym. And we did have to go into the Space Center and stuff like that. So, we want to go to the 2nd floor, though. You're actually going to see Professor Cosmos again as well. Now, you don't have to do any battles in here, so don't worry about healing up if you don't want to. This is kind of just going to be another dialogue-heavy section. So, let's see what's popping in here. I'm not going to lie, the Space Center looks kind of cool from the outside and on the inside as well. But yeah, lady, I'm TQ. Steven's expecting me. So, their whole plan, right, to kind of sum up what you're about to hear here. That sounded weird, here. But yeah, their whole plan is to launch a rocket towards the meteoroid. And apparently they want to, you know, inside that rocket, they're going to have some type of, like, you know, energy that is found in, like, Mega Evolution Stones, you know, whatever that type of energy is called. And that's gonna open up a warp hole, to, you know, for the meteoroid to go into the warp hole, and then it's gonna be transferred just somewhere far away, way away from the region. So yeah, that's their plan. However, you know, sooner or later, Zinnia's gonna come in here and say that that's actually kind of a mistake. As a matter of fact, they're sort of just repeating mistakes that have been made in the past. And yeah, I don't know how she got up here. I mean, what was security doing downstairs? So, apparently, you know, this isn't the right way to go about it. And she's trying to convince the scientists and stuff that, you know, her plan's better or something like that. They're not really gonna listen to her right now, though, so that kind of stinks, because maybe she is onto something. But eventually, after this dialogue, you know, as I said, Professor Cosmos is still gonna continue with their plan, meaning they're gonna send you off to the Meteor Falls, which is where you need to find a 2nd meteorite shard. Apparently this one is a bit more purer or something like that. Also, I don't know what I just answered right there, but I basically have summed it up for y'all in like 30 seconds, okay? If you want to read the dialogue, of course, feel free to. So, yeah, it's kind of crazy, you know, Hoenn region is definitely in danger and stuff, which, again, makes this post-game kind of exciting. You know, not that I want a meteoroid to crash into the region, but it kind of gives you, you know, it kind of makes it intense. So, yeah, he said in order to complete the warp hole, we need another, why can't I hit A? Okay, there we go. It wasn't working for a second. But yeah, we need another meteorite shard, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, we're going to have to go, you know, eventually back towards Route 114 and that whole section. And, yeah, that is going to be happening in the next episode. For now, though, hope y'all enjoyed. Have a good rest of your Monday. And until then, deuces.